Riffin with Rizzuo all day long, pulling up the Rizzuo, and I'll sing you a song, 'cause I got it bad. A pretzel stuck in my throat too, and I'm gonna hope to make it glad, and hopefully I don't choke on a fucking pretzel. And welcome to the Riffin with Rizzuo, huh? This is your host, Paulrizzuo. How the hell's everybody doing today, kids? Oh boy, I am out of a dump truck. I'm out of the dump truck now. Now I'm wandering around the city. Now I'm back at home once again to read the news to you kids. Yeah, I gotta read the news. Everything's popping up on my fucking phone here. You should see all the articles. I have so many bookmarks. I don't know. It's gonna take me like 7 more episodes just to get through the ones of last week. Oh boy. Oh, I gotta dig into this. I'm just gonna go head first into a pile of shit. We'll just start the episode, because I don't really have too much ketchup on myself. I'm not gonna put ketchup on myself either. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, so let's take a look at the first article of the night. Oh boy, chair rage. Police hunt for a man who chewed bus seat. What the fuck are you talking about? Devon and Cornwall police released CCTV still showing a man they believe caused 200 pounds of damage on a bus by eating a chair. Wow, he must have been pretty hungry. Well, how much is 200 pounds? That's American dollar, $243, 44 cents. Oh boy, yeah. It looks like he did do a bit of damage. How much bus seat did he eat? I mean, what he's got? Looks like he's got a fucking Coke bottle in his hand. Guess you do need something carbonated to fucking blow it back down your stomach liner there. Police in Devon are asking for help in finding a bus passenger who caused 200 pounds worth of damage by eating his seat, or at least a chunk of it. Oh, the young man was traveling on the bus to Paynton on the English Riviera. Oh boy, what is that? It's apparently seized by an attack of hunger or boredom. Yeah, hunger. That's the only thing you see. I would have gnawed someone's fucking foot off first before eating one of them dirty-ass bus seats. I mean, if you're that bored on a bus, I would have shaken up the Coke bottle. Then I would have fucking blew it up. Hopefully the bus driver would have smacked his head on the fucking driving wheel, and then they would have drove into a fucking American Crombie, or whatever the fuck those prep stores are that my grandson used to go. Yeah. Oh, that would have been not that boring to watch. If I was in there, I would have loved seeing him spray Coca-Cola over the whole bus seats fucking. Actually, what I think he may have done was poured some of the Coca-Cola. He has a Coca-Cola and a Coke addiction. He poured it on the seat, and he started chewing the fuck out of it. Not only was he addicted to the Coca-Cola, but he was addicted to the Coke as well, and that's it. Once the Coke hits your gums, you just start gnawing the fuck out of it. It's kind of like a piranha when it catches blood. It'll just attack you. It'll just eat your leg whole, and that's it. You have no leg, and you have to get one of them peg fuckers. You're walking around, you step on some old granny's foot. And it's not entirely clear whether he swallowed the hunk of seat or spat it out. I don't know. Yeah, I'm sure he wouldn't get far if he ate the seat. Who knows what the hell the seat's made out of? It's like green tarp. It's fucked. If I would have had that in my stomach, I would have keeled over before I even got to the bus stop. But the CCTV footage caught the suspect gripping a bottle of a fizzy drink. That's Coca-Cola. Well, it looks like Coca-Cola, or it's a knockoff, which he might have used to wash it down. That's exactly what I said. You're not just sitting there eating fucking green tarp bus seats and not having a nice cool glass of a fizzy Coca-Cola, wolfing it down to your stomach liner there. You throw up all of the fucking kids on the bus, blinding them not only with the bus seat wires, but with the Coke as well. Oh, boy. That is a lot of the damage you did. But Devon and Cornwall police have chewed over the evidence since the incident on the 25th of May, but have drawn a blank. So have released a CCTV still of their chief suspect to help track him down. He couldn't have gotten that far away. I mean, the police can fucking pull up to my house without a fucking blink or a little tick on a stopwatch. Of course, but this guy's keeling over on a fucking cement sidewalk. I can't imagine he got far if he swallowed it whole. Jesus Christ. Police spokesman summed up the crime. While traveling between Peyton and Torquay on number 12 bus, a male passenger started chewing the leather seat. He was sat on and continued to pick at the hole with his hand, and he made further damage. Around 200 pounds of damage was caused. He picked at it with a hole. He picked at the hole with his hand. What does he think? It's some broad he's trying to finger? Jesus Christ, you're not going to get very far. You're going to get to some wires. It'll be like kind of fucking one of them goddamn sex robots. Is that what you want? Because I can get you that. Plus, they throw up on their own, so that's something you can eat too. The suspect is described as male, obviously in his late teens to early 20s, 5'9". He doesn't know what the hell he's doing. He's in his early 20s. He's 19. He can't buy booze yet, so he has to take it out on the bus seat. Where's the bus driver and all this? Does he even give a fuck? Or are they watching him? The bus driver, they usually have that big fucking oval mirror at the top. They can see both sides of the bus, and I bet if he looked in the mirror, he would see the little bus eater, the bus seat eater. Either that or he's fingering the thing. Probably he's like, oh, he's just fingering a broad. He doesn't even realize that. What he's doing is causing a hell of a lot of fucking damage, which is $244 over here in the United States. Has short dark hair and was wearing a dark colored t-shirt and light jeans. That sounds like a pretty average Joe to me. The only difference is he likes to wolf down bus seats and fuck them. Bus operator stagecoach conditions of carriage ask passengers to refrain from eating and drinking items which makes the environment unpleasant for other customers or otherwise cause offense. It does not address the question of eating bits of the bus. This is so fucking dumb. It's so fucking dumb. Who the hell's gonna eat a bus seat? Especially after all the diseases. Yeah, you got COVID, you got the flu, the influenza flu, you got everything else. You got monkeypox, viruses, AIDS, all on the bus seat. Why the fuck would you wolf it down then? With them some Coca-Cola, some more bloody, deathly ill, sugary shit. Oh, boy. That's what happens when people get addicted to sugar. That's just, I'm sure there is sugar in the bus seats. And it's a cheap and deadly thing to use, so that's how they lure all the kids in. I bet this won't be the first time we'll hear about it. Jesus Christ. Spokeswoman for the company said the passenger had only been on the bus for about 20 minutes in the 15. I bet he was deciding. And on the last 5, he munched it to hell. Yeah, he munched it to hell. He was deciding for 15. On the last 5, he's like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm eating it. She said he had been chatting to people on the bus, but then decided to munch on the seat. Exactly. She did not know if he had swallowed the leather and emphasized he had only eaten a small part of the seat, but enough to make it unpractical to repair it. It's not the case that he ate the whole seat, she added. What the fuck are you talking? Did he eat a little or the whole thing? I'm gonna go with the whole thing. If it's $244 damage, they still can't find him. That's the dumbest part. What did he do? Jump out the fucking, oh boy, the emergency exit? Took a big chunk with him. He just looked back like he was a fucking licker from Resident Evil. Fucking jumps off and just hauls his way down the roadway. Hops on a ferry, and then that's it. Takes off. No one can find him. No police helicopters are going to afford it. 200 pounds, that's just not enough. But apparently they want to find him. We got the Crime Stoppers here. The fucking, what kind of phone number is that? 0800-555-111. That sounds like a fake number. Maybe I'll give it a call and fuck with the Crime Stoppers. But honestly, don't even give a shit. Who cares? He's going to pay for it when he takes his shit. If it didn't come out the back end of him now, and he's still running, you'll see him on the ground, fucking crumbling, holding his little tummy like I was earlier this morning. Cause I ate some shitty pizza or some shitty Coca-Cola or a really sugary ginger ale. Yeah. All right, well, best of luck to you, Crime Stoppers. It's not that big of a deal. Your police could do something else. Yeah, he's gonna pay for it himself, and the police department, if they find him, good. You don't have to do a manhunt for the fucking clown. All right. Next. Police arrest Georgia man for shoplifting at Walmart, finding 37 pounds of marijuana in his trunk. Oh. Yeah, I guess you do need that much to walk into fucking Walmart. I'd have to be high as hell, do a couple steamrollers or a couple bing-a-bongs, a couple joints, a couple blunts and bowls, and a couple of stogies with weed. Oh, boy. All right, well, okay. Oh, so he went in there and he stole a bunch of shit. Yeah, you can't be driving around with all that, expecting to go into Walmart and steal a bunch of shit. You're so fucking high. I bet you're so obvious. You probably just heard talking to the fucking one of the employees there, and you're shoving shit in your pockets left and right. You're like, hey, where's this? Shove it in your pocket. Hey, where's that? Shove it in your other pocket. You got fucking weed falling out of your drawers. You just need one of them fucking little dab pens. That's it. You don't need to be carrying all that goddamn flour around in the trunk. You get pulled over that, you get caught, busted for fucking selling. You don't get caught for that. You get thrown in a fucking slammer and raped by Marcus, which apparently was the name of the guy. Marcus Rashad Tall, 28, was arrested at Morgan County Walmart on Saturday. After he was accused of skip scanning. Oh, I do that all the time. I love skip scanning. I'm surprised they don't have more security on that. But looks like they do, especially at the Walmart, because it's so easy to do. You got so many fucking clowns in there, which is probably why he smoked 37 pounds of dope. Oh, in his trunk. Oh, this is relatable. I can relate to this. Skip scanning. Okay. All right. You know, if you have like three plums in a bag, I put one, and that's it. I throw it. Half the weight doesn't catch it, I'm off the hook, right? I'll throw it in the fucking bag, and that's it. Walmart police officer told police that Toll House has skipped at least 24 items. Oh, that is quite a lot. Yeah, that's quite a lot of items to skip at the self-scanner. Maybe if you just did like 3 or 4, you could get away with it like I do. officers reviewed the surveillance video and confirmed that Toll had not paid for several items totaling around $165. Why don't you sell some of the fucking weed to some of the employees, then you can pay it off. Then you'll be down to like 30 pounds. You still have enough to fucking haul over another Walmart. After Toll was arrested, he asked officers if he could keep the items that he did buy, and the officers agreed to put those items back in the back of his car seat. Get out of here. The Morgan Citizen report that Toll gave officers his key fob. What did he do? Work there? Man. Wait, maybe he did work there. Oh boy, they didn't explain that. Or did they? Well, let's take a look and see what they did. When the officers got to the car, they opened up the trunk. Fucking 37 pounds of dope smoking smacked him in the fucking face. Instead of the back seats, so the items he brought would stay out of the view. When police popped the trunk, they immediately smelled a strong odor of marijuana. Officers found 3 duffel bags full of vacuum-sealed bags of marijuana totaling in 37 pounds. Well, they do have a scale there, probably. According to the Citizen, they also found a smaller bag of suspected psilocybin mushrooms. Yeah, I'm sure he was probably tripping in the Walmart. Police told the Morgan Citizen that it was the largest marijuana bust in the department's history. It is a lot of weed, I'll say that. Toll has been charged with possession of marijuana. The intent to distribute, which is what I said before. I just didn't know what the correct term was. Intent to distribute, yeah. Trafficking, of course. Theft by shoplifting, yeah, you fucked up with that one. Possession of drug-related objects. Possession of Schedule 1 or 2 controlled substances with intent to distribute that. And possession of a Scheduled 1 controlled substance. You got like, oh boy, about 10 charges. You could have knocked it down by 9, or at least knocked one off there for the fucking shoplifting. You're too fucking tripped up on the fucking mushrooms. So, probably look like a goddamn fool in there. I wish they would release the tape. They still don't explain if you work there, but I know what key fob. Morgan, I don't know what the key fob's for, but if he did or did not work there, but either way, he won't be allowed back in there anymore. All right, well, maybe have another fucking stogie for you. I'll smoke some of the fucking weed that I have over here. I got some White Mac, some French cookies. Probably better than your fucking vacuum-sealed shit. So, best luck to you. It's gonna take you a hell of a lot of time to pay off that. So if the cops didn't confiscate all the dope, you might be able to pay off some of your fines with the fucking weed in your trunk. All right. Next.
A pastor is dead from a poisonous snake bite. The 10th time he'd been bitten, and the 10th and final time that he refused medical treatment. He's one of a community of Christians who say vipers are as vital to their services as the Bible itself.
Okay, snake handling pastor dies from a snake bite. Jesus Christ. What the fuck's he doing with a snake? Jamie Coots of Middlesboro, Kentucky refused treatment after being bitten. Why? Why would you refuse treatment after being bitten by a fucking poisonous snake? You trying to die on the spot? Obviously. Jamie Coots died after being bitten by a poisonous snake in a controversial religious practice. These fucking clowns with the religious practice involving poisonous reptiles. I don't get it at all. What kind of snake was it? A fucking rattlesnake bite? Oh boy, that's bad. That's fucking bad. Get it out of here. Oh boy. Take it back to where its fucking natural habitat is, not in a goddamn church. The snake handling pastor of a small Pentecostal Pentecostal church in Kentucky died after being bitten by a rattlesnake during a weekend church service. That's just your normal, everyday weekend church service. We just have, don't mind the poisonous reptile, the poisonous rattlesnake, the double R, the poisonous motherfucking son of a bitch in the church handling service. Yeah. You got Jamie Coots holding the goddamn thing, the pastor of the Full Gospel Tabernacle in Jesus' name in Middlesboro, Kentucky, was handling a rattlesnake during a service when he was bitten on his right hand Saturday night. But when the ambulance arrived at 8:30 p.m., the EMS team found that Coots had gone home, according to a statement from the Middlesboro Police Department. Middlesboro Police Chief Jeff Sharpie, oh boy, told ABC News that according to the people at the church, Coots verbally refused treatment at the church. Sir, you might die. You need treatment. I don't want it. I don't want it at all. And then he's like, you know what? I'm going to go home and make a frozen pizza and wolf down a couple fucking Bud Lights and praise the Lord's name and say the snake gave me the power of fucking Jesus in my veins, and that's it. That's when he keeled over and banged his head on the fucking coffee table, throwing up all the poisonous venom. And then he starts having diarrhea like I was earlier this morning. Oh, God, just coming out left and right in the commode, staining that shit up to death. Couldn't even get it clean. I could have fucking thrown 9 bars of soap in there and flushed the fucker. I would have clogged up and have shit, soapy shit water all over the floor. That's hard enough to clean up. It's also hard enough to clean up some clown's body off the fucking, whatever blood-soaked rug you have. Fucking snake bite from hell. Okay. Says that Coots was unconscious when he got to his house. Yeah, I bet. Passed out. When the ambulance crew arrived at Coots' home, his wife, Linda Coots, signed a form declining medical treatment. Wait, what? His wife also declined? Oh boy, that's mysterious is what that is. That's a fucking unsolved mystery. Emergency personnel left at about 9:10 p.m. that night. When they returned about an hour later to check on Coots, police said he was dead from a venomous snake bite. That tells us something we don't already know. Fucking police department. Snake handling pastor's son Cody Coots said his father had handled that snake that bit him many times before. The snake that bit him, we've been carrying him to the church for about 4 months, Cody Coots told CBS, affiliated with WYMT in Hazard, Kentucky. It does sound hazardous. It's been carried 100 of times, handled all kinds of times, but now when it's your time to go, it's just your time to go. Yeah, I don't think I agree with you, Mr. Cody Coots. I think you just wanted your dad dead, because he was a fucking clown. Or maybe just don't hold any fucking snakes. Who wants to hold a snake? I don't get it. I've never understood why. Why people want to hold snakes. Even if they aren't poisonous, they're so fucked looking. I mean, they just slither up, crawl down your throat, and down into your fucking, eat your esophagus off. You can't ever swallow again, and then it just ends up swallowing you whole. Jesus Christ, I can't even imagine the poisonous ones will fucking put their little fangs in your eye sockets, fill it up with venom till you can't see no more, and your fucking eyes pop out of your head, and the snake will crawl out the left socket and go into the right one, and then make a nest inside of your brain, inside of your skull, on top of your brain. Now the snake is going through a change. Yeah, that's when he sheds his skin and crawls down to your sphincter, comes out of your asshole. It's estimated that 125 churches in the United States use poisonous snakes during services today. Why? I gotta look into this. I never heard of this. Anybody else heard of this? Write into me. Paulrizzuo@gmail.com if you heard about this fucking snake services. Sounds like a goddamn reptile cult, if you ask me. Tiny churches tucked away in the rural Appalachia, snake handling is a long-standing tradition, one that took root in this region more than a century ago. These pastors believe that to take up serpents is a form of religious expression. In the King James Bible, Mark 16:18 says, "They shall take up serpents, and if they drink any deadly thing, it shall not hurt them." Okay, Coots and his followers believe that God calls upon them to handle venomous serpents and to drink other poisons. Even if they are bitten, they will refuse medical attention because they believe that they are worthy of God's faith and that their faith is in God's hands. Oh, so that's why I said, hey, when it's your time to go, it's your time to go. Jesus Christ. This is exactly why religions put a fucking spike through the fucking earth. You got these clowns taking it a little too literal over here. Hey, just have faith in the fucking poisonous reptile. It's gonna bite your fucking arm off and put some venom in it. Yeah, I'm sure all the other people that held it, they didn't get bit. But this guy gets bit, and he's just having faith that the venom's not gonna go to his brain and fucking poison it. Send you fucking poison venom through your heart, and then that's it. It'll go through your whole nervous system, and you'll collapse on the floor like he did. Smashed it on the fucking coffee table, throwing up the venom. Jesus Christ. It's all because of the religion shit. They brainwash you. Chuck you in wrap you up in a snake pool, tighten you, they don't know what else to think about, and that's it. There you are standing, you're a little baby, you're mama's little baby boy playing on the playground, and then you're fucking, 42, and then you're in the pastor's house of the Lord, trying to hold a snake, and it just bites your arm, and you say, I have faith in it. And I will survive this venomous snake bite without any medical attention, and so did your wife. If your wife didn't want you dead, you're dead now. It was probably her plan all along. You probably weren't religious before, and she's a religious nut fuck. And then that's it. She brainwashes just because you don't have a spine to fucking walk on. And that's it. And then that's it. Really, that is it. You're fucking just poisoned to death. I feel bad for you, kid, but not really. You gotta learn something about yourself. Can't be having all these fucking worshipping clowns over here fucking trying to get you to hold a snake and then have faith that it's not gonna kill you without having any medical attention or anything like that. Jesus Christ. What the fuck is wrong with this world? Tennessee law banning ownership of poisonous reptiles was passed back in 1947 after 5 worshippers were killed over 2 years. Yeah. Pastor Coots even had a parishioner die in 1995 after she was bit by a rattlesnake during one of his services and refused an anti-venom treatment. Exactly. And no charges were filed in Kentucky. She refused it. Yeah, they're just brainwashing. And then they say if they bit the son of a bitch, well then that's your time to go. They just keep doing this to the people they don't like. Here, why don't you hold this poisonous reptile? It's a fucking rattlesnake from hell, and it's your test of having faith in the Lord. If it bites you, I want you to refuse medical attention. Sounds good, Colonel Fucktard, you Pastor Coots. Jesus Christ, these fucking clowns. This is why I don't go to any religious sacramental bullshit. Just go in the woods, sit down on a rock, and see a ladybug get squished by a fucking moose paw. Oh boy, I have faith in the fucking stars, not in the church. Jesus Christ. But I mean, who the hell am I? I'm not saying all churches are bad, but this one is extremely fucked. Okay. 4th generation of Coots family have handled serpents as Pentecostal preachers from his grandfather down through his grown son. Is that a grandson? Despite his father's death, Cody Coots said he didn't believe snake handling is dangerous. What a fucking idiot. It's the word of God, he said. We've always said it's a good way to live by and a good way to die by. Well, this clown just deserves to die, I guess, then. He said it himself. Prior to his death, Pastor Coots himself had been bitten 9 times, and each time he refused medical attention. What? Okay, well, how are you still alive? It is the faith of God, I suppose. When Nightline spoke with him at the church in November, Coots scowled at the notion that he was taking the Bible too literally. Oh, yeah, that's just what I said. Because he is way too fucking literal. To me, that's what God taught me to be about. Yeah, having snakes bite people and seeing if they're still alive after they don't get medical attention. Goddamn clowns. Police said Hamblin was at Coots' church this weekend when the pastor was bit by the rattlesnake and later at his house when Coots died, but Hamblin declined to comment to ABC News about the incident. That's just because it's a religious cult to hell. Send him through a fucking zoo maze. Maybe the snake can get out and go to a more entertaining class of victims. Get him out of the church. I don't think the snake's religious. He's just squirming around trying to eat rats whole. And I guess biting all these fucking clowns' arms. They're like, snake's probably like, oh, this guy does suck. So I'm going to put my fangs in his arm and then I'll put out an extra red alert venom in his veins, and that's the kind that will kill him. So the snake slithers, it slithers away down to, All right, well, I don't have much to say about that one. It's just, I have no control over it. Maybe, murder or blow up the fucking churches that have the snakes and the clowns in them and then blow up their house. Maybe throw them into a fucking pile of snakes and see if they live through the night instead of just having them, handling one. Then see if they feel a little bit different about it. I bet they will, but maybe they'll still think that it's just their time to go. All right. Next. Man stuck in snow breaks into school. Spends 2 days cooking shooting hoops, New York cops say. Oh, what is it, a basketball player? They have other sports in there. I would have probably went for the kickball or the dodgeball, but I guess if it's closed, you don't have anyone to throw the ball at. Unless you're throwing it at the fucking wall and letting it smash your face in. Alright. A man in upstate New York broke into his school over Christmas break. Wow. Yeah, good time to go in. Well, he broke in and spent several days inside cooking in a classroom. Was in the home ec department. They still have food in the fridge. What'd you have? Hopefully you had enough stuff to bake some Christmas cookies. So you could get some eggs and milk, butter, salt, pepper, figs, some chocolate, some sugar and chocolate. Take a couple of Christmas cookies if I'm heading over that way, which I might. Maybe if I had to. Oh, I guess it already happened. New York, he's not there. cooking in a classroom, playing basketball in the gymnasium, police say. While driving on a state highway on Christmas Day, 35-year-old man got stuck in a snowbank near Brownville, a small town near the Canadian border, according to the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office press release. The area had been pummeled by a blizzard, leaving behind several feet of snow. According to the police department, it appears as though the man and spent the next 2 days inhabiting General Brown High School, located nearby. So he snacked on food from a concession stand cooked in a home economics classroom. It's exactly what I said. And shot hoops in the gymnasium. Yeah. Well, good on him. He found his way into the bunker of the school. Took well-known good advantage of the snacks on the concession stand. I wouldn't blame him. That'd probably be the first place I go. Be like the Home Alone in the fucking. He opens up that cabinet, gets all those cookies and shit. Yeah. He cooked in the class, made some eggs, shot a couple of hoops. Probably played pig with himself. Hope he won. At one point, he left the school to return to his snowbound vehicle and an SUV, but he discovered that it had disappeared. Why? Because there was so much fucking snow. Nope, looks like he was told that the car had been towed and to get in touch with the towing company. Of course, here's your karma, bud. Put your fucking car parked. Tow trucks get a hard on, they get a stiffy, they steer the steering wheel to where the fucking car needs to, and they come up, they woof up like a fucking wolf on the block. They just tow that fucker off the property. They know you're not allowed to be there, so they don't care if it's a goddamn snowstorm. They got wheels of steel with fucking spikes, and they'll run over anything, climb up fucking Mount Everest just to tow someone off the top. But instead, the man returned to the school and stayed for another day. That's probably what I would have done too. Free food at a fucking concession stand. Sure. Love a free Sniglet bar or whatever the hell it might be that they have. Skittles. Even if they do have titanium dioxide, that is a nice little present. And a nice little tiny treat for me. In the high school afterwards, the man, a resident of Watertown, made off with the school's snowplow truck. He stole the school's snowplow truck. Well, if he plowed himself out, you gotta just return the truck. Did you do that, or you're gonna get charged with a stolen truck? Not only are you gonna get charged with breaking and entering in the school and using all their food and the shit, you get fucking Grand Theft Auto over here out of a school. So that's a huge fucking fine. Jail time, I bet. He was later found about 5 miles away in the side of a Watertown general store while attempting to steal thousands of dollars worth of firearms and hunting, trapping, camping, and fishing gear. Maybe he got the idea. He says, I like being on the run. I like breaking into shit. Oh boy. So I'm going to steal the plow truck. Say fuck it to the school. Say fuck it to the wind. Say fuck it to the snow. And I'm going to haul out. And then attempt to steal about, I don't know, a couple $1,000 worth of fucking blow me away firearms, hunting gear, trapping and camping and fishing gear. That's a hell of a lot of shit you stole. Jesus Christ, you're gonna shove it in the back of the fucking plow truck. He had been loading all the looted gear on a sled close to an exit. The episode, which police dubbed Blizzard Burglary Blitz Bust, the fuck, resulted in the man being charged with 2 counts of burglary, yeah, I bet, and 1 count of grand larceny. That's GTA for you. Attempted grand larceny, also GTA. 3 counts of criminal mischief and possession of burglar's tools, also GTA. He was arraigned in county court on December 27th and is due to reappear in the Watertown court on the 29th. 2 days after Christmas. How do your kids feel for you? Oh boy, Jefferson County Sheriff Department did not immediately respond to McClatchy's news request for comment. Oh boy, well, that does sound like a blizzard burglary blitz bust to hell. Wish you had one last hoo-ha hurrah after the fucking school. But I guess that was your Christmas present. That's what you did, and that's what you'll do. You knew it was a snowstorm, and you wanted to break in. Everything in your life was going to hell, and you had to just make one last hoo-ha fucking hurrah to play Grand Theft Auto a little too much with your son or your kids or your fucking hooligan friends or motorcycle cops or whoever the hell it is. Had to get one last thunk out in the fucking school, then drive yourself off a fucking cliff with all your hunting gear. Maybe you'll catch one of them great white sharks you can ride into the sunset. Maybe create a better life for you if you're not already in jail, which I think you might be. Don't say what the fuck your bail is or anything else like that, but what are you gonna do? They should turn that into a video game. I'd play that. I'd be like shooting hoops in the fucking gymnasium and eating eggs in the home ec class. Yeah. I'd probably make 2 eggs, medium side over, with a side of sage maple sausage on a fucking everything bagel or croissant, some hash browns, some hot sauce, some nice pressed juice from the clowns I work for. And further our way, the better it fucking tastes. Alright, I think I'm burnt out tonight. I gotta haul home, or haul to bed, that is my home, and try to get rid of this fucking headache. I can't even read straight. My fucking eyes are bulging out of my head. Jesus Christ. Maybe I need a fucking bus seat to eat so I can feel a little bit better. Stomach feels like shit. Hopefully I don't have the shits tomorrow. Oh boy. Maybe I'll feel better when we do another day. All right. Well, thanks for listening to Riffin with Rizzuo. I'm your host, Paulrizzuo. Like and subscribe to the goddamn thing. All right. I'll talk to you kids, well, a little later. You think I should eat something or I'm gonna shit myself? I don't wanna fucking eat anything. I got a goddamn headache. What the fuck am I supposed to do with this core? What do you mean the fridge is busted? Jesus, just give me a glass of water.